Oh man, this is great. All you gotta do is just put it in this location here, right? Put it in here. I don't think I can see that there. Right? As I share the screen. Share the screen here real quick. Let's see. Of course, the screen here. Let's see. You don't have the ability to do that, do you? No. I have to admit all. Share. 609.
Hey, you.
Damn. Hey, what's up? Damn. This thing's moving already, see? So,
I do wish you both a better future.
this was time was this? This was 12:45. What that was 15 minute time frame? 5-minute time frame. No. This was let's see if I can put that in there. Maybe. Let's see. We should be able to get 10 pips a day, man, before 9 o'clock. See what you got here. And then get 10 pips into the ride and then check it tomorrow. This was what time? This was right about 1 o'clock. 12:55. Yeah. No. Sprinkle shit's odd, man. Let's see. I like the candles here. Time related. See, now it's consolidating now. I have to do that. I have to do that another time. I can't
Hey,
explain that.
John.
Hey, I can't do the indicators a day because I mean, if it's like dead, maybe, but I have to do it another time. Today's strictly trading.
Right. The trade
Can't do,
tonight's
yeah,
trading,
today's
right?
trading, straight up trading. Yeah, you have to like get me another time. I mean, I would do that, but not tonight. We gotta get this challenge going, man. That's like a different. This is a live game, yeah. Yeah, can't view the game. You can, but you really can't. That would be just cheating people. You know what I'm saying? That's for the film room, right? But I hear what you're saying though. So I'm just trying to see what's going on.
Maybe he could watch the YouTube that you just put up from the other day, from
Yeah.
Saturday, because that
Yeah.
explained everything, right?
Yeah.
Went over a lot.
Yeah. That went over some stuff. That went over the so this consolidation right now, so I gotta wait. See, the EMAs are close together. So I'm just checking some stuff. I like to try different things. Like the guy that went over the wrinkle thing. This is still, no, it still doesn't want to come down, but it's sold today. little bit. It bought today also, but what was it at? Oh yeah, this is that's something else. I have to go over that later, but I'll go back over there. They can't be skipping around. This is consolidation now, so 7 o'clock, 7:15. Gotta wait for it set up before 9 at 9. Because at 9 I gotta bounce. So it's gotta come up. It's gotta do something between 9 and 9. Consolidating right now. You see, this would have been at 3.
They're calling for
3. So let's see if we can get some movement here. Pick this up here. We need to look for some this is 15, this is 5. 15 over here. Let's see. All right, let's see. These here. Well, it's consolidating right now. I gotta wait and see if we can find some 10 minutes here. I mean, you can use a strategy with any pair. It just when the dude showed me the dude, I mean, I'm disrespect him, but when my man, the brother, showed me this brick stuff, I said it's got to be a way to use it with both ADD and this, because ADD is the main thing I want to use, and I used it today with that, and it worked out perfectly for me. It did. That's not gonna work out perfectly for everybody, but it worked out perfectly for me because I could see like what's going on. Wrinkle is kind of weird because it doesn't show time over here, but it does. It did give me like this little pullback earlier. But let's see. Let me go over here. See, this is a buy signal here, but let's see. Consolidate right now, so we gotta do it with price action. Oh, let's see. You got this trend line right here, right? Trend line right there. So it's currently on a downtrend right now, right? Let's see if I can just set up a nice trend line right here. Trend line right here, right there, right? Okay, so that's the trend line right there. So it's downward trend right now, currently. So we got to wait to see how this works. It's no news today, so it has to do something because it's got to come up to this line up here and up down. So it's got to travel somewhere. This is what are these? These are 9 and 9. Let's move this out the way. 9 and 9 here. They're 9 and 9. Red. Okay. So these are 9 and 9 we use before. All right. So you see how they are close together right now? They're close together right now, right? So that means they're consolidating. So we got to wait. If all these things line up, then we can take a buy or a sell. The wait. See, it did do something earlier, right? Around 115, you saw a little uptrend. So right, is this little, I guess, Bollinger Band type thing. So it's gonna, let's see, I should have my other one here. Let's see what I gotta put on this thing here. Yeah, we gotta wait, consolidating right now, so I gotta see what kind of move it makes. Okay, so let's bounce off this blue FVG right here. This FVG right here. This little gap right there was made from this candle right here. So this candle right here made this gap right here. This candle right there. Let's change that to yellow. This is a FVG. So it filled the balance by coming down here, right? It's like that UCAT candle on Friday, and when it shot all the way up, it got filled over Monday. I don't know if anybody followed that, but so this here got filled. This imbalance right here, this candle right here got filled right here, right in there, right? Everybody see that?
So
This
does
all
that
this
invalidate?
all
so
this
does that
traffic. Yeah.
Does
all
that
this traffic.
invalidate that FVG right there?
Well, what I think it does is that it just, to me,
Because it went
Since-
through it and went back up against it.
Yeah, so will it come back down? Take it out? I don't know. It may retest it. It's kind of playing on it's playing on the support right now on top of it. Not really on top of it, but in the general area of it. So I mean that is a level of support. Right, this lower one right here. Which is down here. Where's it at? Down here, see? So it is a level of support right now. Let's see, where's it? It's right in between these two levels here. Yeah. So let's see. Let me just come over here to this, and let's look at GJ on the higher time frame. Lower time frame. See what the higher time frames are telling us for this. Let's just do regular candles and go to our time frame. Okay. So on the hour time frame is bullish. You're right. Right now, 4 hour time frame, higher time frame is from here is bullish, but overall, depends on where you go. It could be bearish. See, it depends on where you look at it, how you look at it. Overall trend, really, it's not really. I mean, it's between this level here and here. So, I mean, you could call it. I mean, that's not really ranging or not, but I mean, it could be bullish this way, right? Could be. It's kind of ranging in a way a little bit. Let's see what this is doing here. All right, so you got this. It's playing along this trend line here. So this trend line is playing kind of a resistance level in the way. Let me see if I can make this trend line a little bit more tighter. You know what I'm saying? Make it tighter. Let's make it tighter. Draw from here to here like this. Put that. That's tighter right there, right? I mean, you could draw a fib from this low here. No low in here. Let me see what you got, buddy. Here we go. All right. So what I could do is, how would you agree with this? This is the lower low here, right? That's the higher high, right? So you could draw what it's going the other way. So you could draw from this to here, right? Because this is the lower low. This is the higher high, right? So you could
From the low
draw.
to the high.
You can draw from a low to the high, right? Yeah. So I can draw from here, right?
No, the low to the high. Is what I'm thinking.
Draw from here up. Say like this. And put it at 100 like this. That's the low to the high. That's the low to the high of this move here. So now it's playing around on 78.6. It broke a little bit, but it's been consolidated on 78.6, which makes sense to what it's doing right now, right? So it went from this low to this high up here. And it's been wicking at this high up here. So it's really in a downtrend. It should be in a kind of a downtrend right now. Let me move this.
So from the high to the low then. Right?
Well,
And you were right. Is it?
I mean, if you do this and reverse it, let's see. See this one here.
But yo chart messy as hell, bro. What the fuck is this?
Need a robot. I'm working on getting a robot.
Somebody has an opinion.
70.6. So the last time it was a 7 something. It was a move that made. So this move here came at out the box at 1 o'clock. So the 1 o'clock move took all the way to 1 o'clock, 3:45. Then it just this is Asia sessions consolidating a little bit, but Straight up consolidation right here. You can see that. Let's see what this does. I'll go. Let's see in the chart to the top. Okay, this is the top two. I won't go over like with the settings, but I would talk about this ADD. The ADD was perfect today. I knew a lot of people got Sean's calls, that's dope. This ADD was perfect today. If you played this ADD the way it's supposed to be played, you'd have been in bank. You wouldn't need me to do a 9:30 session because it was right there, right in front of our faces. And I said, damn, look at this thing. Look what it did. It did everything that we said it would do or it could do. So the thing is, it worked well with this wrinkle thing, or not even wrinkle thing, just wrinkle, not using the wrinkle candles, but just using the price action. All right, so we got consolidation right here, right? It's kind of like a Bollinger Band, kind of appears kind of like the version bands in the Barongo, if you want to call it that. But so this got to make a move somewhere, right? We got a lower high up here, so that means it should be a downtrend coming, right? These indicators of 9 and 9, they crossed, went up, so they're tight together. So we got to see what happens here. So we should be able to get a 10 pip move down to the downside, right? So technically, what day is this? Look at this crap. MT4 sucks, man. It really does. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. Let me cut this thing off. So what trade is this?
Is that the 5th?
Yeah, so the 5th means that we should be on what lot size? How many people, let me ask this question, how many people's accounts have grown a little bit? I got some wind. How many people's accounts has grown a little bit? I think some people are joining in with too, which you could do. You could do that. It's not too late to join. You know what I'm saying? You just. I think the overall goal basically is just to grow your account the best way you can. You don't have to necessarily take all the higher trades, but if you start with 50 or 100, and you can grab $200 more or $300, then you've won. Remember, there's no race. It's not a race. It's a marathon. See, somebody said they're on trade 8 so far. Hey, that's good, man. It's taking some trades. So some people, I guess some people they modified the trades, which is cool because they could do more trades if they did more, As long as you win and you understand what's going on, then the challenge is working out for you then. That's all that counts. Because you get 10 pips and you could just be done, or you could go further if you want. So just straight consolidation here. It's right on 78.6. So there's got to be a move somewhere. So what if I just draw a trend line up here like this? Right? Like this. Okay, so the trend line. So we got some stuff going on here. So we can break this trend line or bounce on it.
Yeah, but take a look at it on the 5-minute. It's totally caught in the trap. It's got to break out from either the top or the bottom. Like just box up the trap. And let's wait and see what it does, because you don't want to get chopped up.
Yeah, it's in the trap here. Yeah, you're right. I could probably box on this one here. Yeah, let me just make the rectangle here. Like that. See, it's right in here. There's a little trap right there. Gotta break out of this. It's gotta break out of this.
Yeah, it's a
zone
trap
right
on
there.
the 30. It's a trap on, yeah.
Right there. So it's gotta break out of this little zone right there.
Yep.
So we just wait till it breaks out of the zone and see what happens. He's gonna break up or down. So we just gotta be patient. Gotta sit on our hands and wait and see what happens. It's got another hour and a half to do something. It's not, I mean, you can hang up, but I got to bounce at 9. So it's got to make some moves between now and whatever time it is. So try to do something right here. Still breaking in this zone here. This is a lot of consolidation right here, man. Which means
Hey,
that this should
Jay.
be, yeah, what you got?
It's holding 30-minute FEG.
So that's good.
It's actually a
Exactly.
golden. It's a golden FEG. I don't know if you guys see that.
Yep.
All right. So we got, how many eyes we have on this thing now? We got 31 times 2 is 62 eyes. Somebody's eyes need to catch this thing. When it breaks out or all that stuff, we're gonna catch it, man. This is it. We got all the technicals right here. We got the box right there. It's at the 78.6. It's on the trend line. It's an uptrend. Something's gotta happen. It's a lower low up here. It's a higher low up here, which means that this is a continuation based on what's going on here on this downtrend, right? On the 515. Let's see. Right? 15. 5 right there, right? See? All right, so we can keep on the 5-minute time frame. So this trap right there, right? That's it. So something's got to give. It's been trapped up for a minute, right? Trapped up since what? Around 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's been choppy, boom, like this. But definitely right in here, it's been choppy. So it's got to break out of something here. It's been wicking. So there's no movement. There's no buyers or sellers in the market. It's dead. It's gonna have to make a move, so we gotta be ready. So while we're waiting here, we can talk shop. But I don't want to jump to another pair because that's how we got burned. Now, if nothing happens here, then nothing
just
happens.
wait.
We can put it
Yeah,
down
then-
Wait,
the
nothing
side.
happens. You can't flip the EU, can't flip the AJ. If somebody wants to
Exactly.
do
You
that,
just wait for a good trade in the same pair.
somebody wants to do that, then that's on them. But I wouldn't mention it here. Just go do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna stay here because of lifetime. But I will say I'm gonna stay right here. But I will talk about the ADD. The ADD did what it's supposed to do. Let's see. Okay, I got this long candle here. See this little candle going on here? See, you gotta focus on price action. Look at this nice upside down cross. See that cross right there? That's a bearish cross right there. That's somebody got some patience or die, right? So this is what you do here, man. This is what you get technical. This is where I chose Nas, but let's see. This candle's playing around, but this is a bearish candle right here. As long as times 9 minutes to go. Let's get a 5-minute time frame to see. Okay, so you got that bearish cross right there. That's a bearish cross right there. All day, every day. What's the time frame is this? 5, they're both 5. Okay, so let's see what you got. Still
I
dancing on
got a bearish
78.6.
signal on the 1 minute.
Okay, so that means we're looking for, that means it's gonna break this trend line here. It's gotta break this trend line first. That's the first thing it needs to do is break the trend line, and then it needs to break out this box. You could probably box it up a little bit more if you wanted to, like this. Make it closer to the trend line. But you gotta break out this box and break out this trend line. And these EMAs 9 and 9 gotta cross. So once all those 3 happen, and then you get some other confluences maybe. This is a long ass candle. You see that long candle right there? That's a long bearish candle right there. This one here. But this is doing some stuff up here. So remember, here we go. Some action going on here. A little candle here. But if it comes up to this top here, it's to break this top. Really gotta break
And
this low.
honestly, it pokes through and then comes back in. We'd probably
Right.
want to wait for a break and a retest.
Right, exactly. See what's doing now.
Yep.
So let's try to break out of this thing. See, right at the top of that. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, so now see what it does. It has to break and close above, not halfway, have to break and close.
Mhm.
At least 30, 45% of the candle. You don't want no 10%. I need to break up here and then see what happens. What do we have on this other here? Let me see what my other DJ's doing. Let's see if I can click on DJ over here. All right, so it's 240 to go. It's looked like it's going to break a close. Now it's becoming a liquidity candle. So let's see what this does. This might be an interesting move here. We're gonna keep an eye on this and see what we got. Damn. I tell you, Nas is just not ready to come down yet, man. Okay, so it's closing below. It's doing some funky stuff. It's got to close
Yeah.
above.
It's still stuck in consolidation.
Yeah, this is consolidation still. I mean, this is what kind of candle is this? This is a see, it's only like 5 pips, 6 pips, like that. That's not worth it. You don't want that. Now see, it's closing below. So this is not a good candle to mess with right now. Not. I'm on under 49. Ooh. That's gonna hurt. So that's not.
What's gonna hurt? What'd you do?
Saying if this candle doesn't break and close this above this thing, if it
Oh.
poked up there, there's still consolidation. Consolidation hurts because you're stuck.
Oh yeah, then you're chopped up. You don't want to be there.
You're stuck in like mud. You can't go nowhere.
Yep.
So if it doesn't break out there, but all the other internals, all the other stuff looks like it's going to be a reversal based on what I'm seeing here. But it just got to wait to see. This thing is trying to break above it, but it needs to break above it because it's consolidation. There's no thing in here. It's at the 78.6. So let's see. Oh, that knots is just not ready to come down yet, man. It's not ready to come down yet. It's fighting. It's fighting every last inch of its strength to keep up above 13. Was it 13? 210, 200, 210. I'm not. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. This is not. See, he's playing around. It's up and down. It's not. That's okay, but it's not really a nice bullish candle. That's a bullish candle here, but it's depending on where it goes. Let's see what happens here. Breaks and closes. This is probably going to break and close above this. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it broke above. This is a retest here, right? Let's see. It's a retest candle.
But you know what? If you really look good, okay, you're not out of the trap. Look at the big bearish candle to the left. That's got the wick up to almost, no, go to the right.
This
Go
one.
to the right. Go to the right. A little more.
This one.
Nope. Now go to the left. Left, your other left. There you go. That one. That's the trap. No, the red one, silly. That's your trap candle. Take a look at the top and the bottom of that candle and look at what the box of doom it created. That's your trap. Now fix your box around that and then wait for it to break it. Yep. And that's being conservative on the top, but yeah. That's really the box of the trap, Unless you think different, tell me.
I mean, you could go down here, but
That's what I'm saying. That's your trap candle by everything we've been taught.
I agree.
Yep,
Yeah, right now it's just reacting to a 5-minute FPG.
totally. Totally.
But at the
by
same time, the market really opens in like less than 20 minutes. So,
Mhm.
you don't know if this is a fake out they're trying to show you before the market actually do what it does.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, that's a big gap right there. That's more than 10 pips from here to here.
Yep.
No, that's about 10 pips.
That is
actually.
10
10
right.
pip candle, yeah.
And really, if you really wanted to consider the whole candle, look where the wick goes up to. So
Yeah,
it's total consolidation. We do not want to be chopped up in that crap. you know, tonight just happens to be a slow start, but just like he said, it didn't open yet. Got 20 minutes.
It's like playing on a 78.6, but oh, it's gotta do something between now and 9, so see what happens. Let's see here. Someone says, see, they say ADD closed at 2:11 on Friday and opened up, so it surged right up 1 to 2 minutes, 9:30 on 32. Play A. Okay, yep. Okay, good. Okay, so we got let's see what we got here. What we have, let's see what we got. This has to break. Remember, this has to come down here. Really, it should break this here. Breaking the trend line was good, but it should break this out here. If it breaks this out here, then we could do it. Right? Oh yeah, what's up, Waterman? I meant to holler at you, man. I played a pretty good play on that. So what we got here? Let's do this, right? So let's break out of here, right? So far so good, but you got to break out of this zone right here.
How far is it to that FVG down there?
Down to here,
Mm-hmm.
that might not be enough. It's not enough. You need to go down here to the 50. It needs to be to the 50. That's 10 pips. That's what need the 50. So if it breaks and closes above this, you could jump in for a trade and then take it to the 50. Get a retest someplace in here, this area here. That looks pretty good. Breaks and closes below this, but then see it can break and close like this, and then do this. See, then you'd be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because this candle right here broke and closed, and then this is retest, and then went the other way,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were jacked.
And we don't want to force nothing. I mean, this consolidation is.
But if it breaks and closes below 78.6, this is the 78.6 we want. So that's it breaks the trend line. Okay, the things are crossing a little bit here, right? Let's see. The little indicators, the EMAs are crossing a little bit. Let's see. Keep that in mind. That looks like a bearish candle right there. Let's see. It's on my it's on the 50 on the okay. So if this breaks this here, this might look like this. So let's see what it does. This has to break. This is a nice little setup here. The indicators are crossing down. You see that? Right there.
I see.
I know y'all see this.
Yep.
The indicators are crossing down here. This is down. You got three. This cross here. This is breaking out. So let's see. Breaking this trend line right here. All right, so I'm gonna draw another trend line here and see this. Boom. If it breaks and closes this trend line, I'm gonna jump in this trade. That's two trend lines that broke. If it breaks and closes below this, and these two cross, and I got two trend line broke. I got the 9 and 9. I got a sell signal right there. See, sell signal came right here. Boom, on this candle right there. If this breaks and closes above this, I'm taking this trade. I'm definitely taking this trade. That's a no-brainer for me. There we go. Let's see. You got 3 minutes left on this, and you got 14 minutes left before 8 o'clock. So let's see. Either clock's going to come up, or it's going to break this trend line or nothing. We're going to bounce off the trend line. We got to see what happens. So we got. Let's see what you got here. It has to come down to 50, which means that means it has to break this here. This candle right here is a FVG candle right here. It has to break this candle right here. This one right here. Let's see what we got here. Need to take this out. This FVG right here. Need to take this whole thing out, or we'll be stuck. So if it doesn't take this FVG out here, then we're going to be messed up bad. That's really 61.8. So that's a strong reversal area too. So it's got to really break 61.8. It's got to break this, and then it's got to come down and break 61.8, which is a 15-minute gap.
If
And
you
then it's got
look
to
at
come all
the
the way down
30,
to this here.
right, but on the 30-minute, we're entering into an FVG right now.
That's crap. Yeah.
So we got to be
Well,
careful.
A lot of consolidation, man. This is a dangerous area here.
This is not the area to just jump in. We need to wait for a setup.
Wow, look at this.
Hey, Jay,
Yeah.
the Pro Algo, why don't you put the pattern detection
Doe.
on Pro Algo? There's a pattern detection on to put on. If I don't know if you knew that. Scroll down. Oh, you got an older version. It might not be there. Okay, never mind. The newer version has it.
A 2.7.
Yeah.
I'll have to look next time. And that Nas today was a perfect play. I played that thing right when it opened up. It was beautiful. It was, oh, here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Check this out. What we got here? I think some bearish action going on here, man. This sell signal is playing around a little bit. I like there's some bearish action going on here, man. I think you might be able to, because if it breaks out of this, it's in a Asian box. Trying to break out of this Asian box a little bit, but it's got some possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I can't be talking about it while it happens.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna
You
be
know,
doing it today. I'm not doing it today. Even if I don't think it's gonna be a good play, I'm gonna take it anyway and see what happens. You either get burned or you learn. That's how it works. See, this is what 3 seconds left. And so then you
Oh.
get burned there, sitting on 61.8.
Did you get in?
No, I didn't get in because
I didn't either.
it's not doing what it needs to do. It needs to break 61.8. This will
Right.
need to retest this. So if it comes back, this was a nice little sell here. See, what is this? But this is that would have been 10 pips. See, so theoretically there's a move we missed, but it's kind of hard to tell because this is really tight.
Yeah, that's not the kind of move you want to have all
No,
these
that's not the
people
kind of
jump
move
in
you
on.
want.
Right,
That
right.
definitely is a 15 pip move.
Yeah. But not a good setup. It just moved right.
Question is, who would have taken this move?
No, that's a FOMO move, man. That's a FOMO move.
This is what. This is 4.
So rejected off that FVG.
This is 7. Wow, what's this? Damn, this was what time? 7 in the morning. What is that GPP news? Okay, so that's a tough move. That's a tough move. Could have this is kind of like a retest in a way. So if it come back and retest this, then this might be a possibility. So what I was saying, move one of these. Was it not over here? No, this over here. I'm gonna, let's see. Can't talk about both. Let's see. Now it's playing on 61.8. I'm gonna move this chart over here. No, I'm not gonna do that. Stay right here. Check this joint out. They had three of the three confirmations, right? They had EMA cross, broke one trend line, broke one trend line. This is not we tested the second trend line. So my bias is that, let's see, so my bias on that is I see a lot of relatively equal highs on this time frame. So there's a big possibility the market's going to go up to take it out.
What the JPY basket doing? That's a good confluence too.
Kind of going down. Well, see, he's kind of overbought.
You gotta go at our time frame. You're at the daily.
Yeah, it's just straight consolidation. Let's see. There's a little bit of a turnaround there. It's in a bad place.
Yeah, so if JPY basket's going down,
We can't
bit.
think that GJ's going
or
down. now.
JP is going up, that means GJ is going down.
I still have
JPY
it.
is winning. Yep. See,
I still have it going down. I think it's going to go down. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock. It's still around the corner. So
if
it
you
might
go
be
back to
flipping with that.
JPY basket and see what kind of patterns you see there, you can predict almost what GJ is going to do. That's what I've learned over testing
I
it
think
for a
it's-
long time.
I think it's going to drop. It might not drop like right now, but I think it's trying to drop. The option. See, there it is right there. I think it's still a chance for it to go down a little bit, right?
Nick and I have tested this GJ for a while now, and it likes a lot of order blocks too. Bounces off order blocks and F and Gs.
It's definitely playing around on 61.8.
Still on a 5-minute and a 15-minute consolidation as well.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
Yeah, but wait till this 8:30, 9 o'clock candle hit. That's when it moves.
Yeah, my issue is, and that's the reason why I kind of started following this group, is because I'm a scalper and a day trader. So I'm trying to get out of that habit, but I enter on the 1 minute. So of course I've been scalping this whole time y'all been talking, because I've been catching the moves on the 1 minute. And so that's why I'm trying to learn to get bigger moves. Like, you're trying to show here.
Yeah,
But it's
we
just
could've
hard
got
to get out of that habit of getting in and getting out.
We could have got this move here a little bit. No, it's good. It's
If you
covering's good.
stretch GJ out, it moves in a lot of Elliott waves too.
Well, if it breaks 61.8, then it's possible that it could come down here. I think it could come down here. Slowly but surely.
Jumping right through that gap.
Yeah. Where's this at? Yeah, I think one of our rules was to jump on the 1 minute time frames.
You should put your bottom screen on JPY basket so we see how it moves. It moves really well with the basket.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be going over the rules before every session instead of just as a reminder.
You see how opposite it is? Is the JPY end is on the back side, so it's almost exact opposite. If you
Yeah.
zoom in, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this is going up, that's going down. That would definitely would have been 60-minute time frame, right? See, look at that now. Yeah, looks like this is gonna be a nice little.
You see how similar opposite moves that is?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. What is this? A minute?
So that's just another confluence. Nick
Yeah,
and
it
I've
is.
been using
You're right.
that for about
It is,
6
yeah.
months now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not exact all the time. Right now, it seems to be pretty
Pretty accurate.
pretty good, but it's not always, doesn't always move that precise, but it really does move in opposite correlation.
ADX is pretty high on both as well in terms of confirmations and momentum.
See, this it's heading up to here, right? Which means that it should turn around. This might go right the other way too. See, now this is coming down.
But
To
now
this.
it needs to fill in all those orders all the way up to that order block.
Yeah, it's got to, yeah. My bias is still like in a sell mode. Even though it doesn't catch these, I still like this for a sell.
I concur.
This might push. If this keeps pushing up, take these FVGs out, then that's a nice little sell here.
Exactly. See right there where you have that cursor, it's going to go all the way up there. I mean, it's going to retest and it's going to mess around a little bit, but eventually it's going to go all the way up there.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now, so it's a 4-hour time frame here. So
See, that's an 8 o'clock candle messing with us.
yeah, big time.
But you see how it still moves in reverse correlation.
Yeah, it does.
Right back into your box of doom.
Whoa.
I was jumping onto that 78.6 again, and it's working on this little order block down here. This little thing down here. So let's see. I see there's a buy right there. This is a tricky zone, man. It's tricky.
Well, there went about 15 or 18 pips or so.
That's why I enter on the 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that thing is now it's all green now, man.
Was there any news tonight?
No. This week, no news week. That shit went totally green. See, it's still consolidating. That's I mean, It's just you got a 15 pip movement on both of these on both this move.
That's a huge candle. There's no news.
Yeah, it is. Not sure why that's
Just a new market open.
yeah, new market open, I don't think, yeah. Let's see what this does here. Yeah, I mean,
Actually, you want to know what? We have a yellow envelope news at 7:50. We had yellow envelope JPY.
What's it say?
I didn't open it. I never usually even keep yellow envelopes. It just happened to be on this.
yeah, look at that big candle right
Yeah,
here.
I usually don't look at yellow envelopes too much either.
Yeah,
They
no,
don't
mine
really
actually
persuade a
reset.
market, but that's a big candle move.
It was,
Well,
yeah,
you
it
know, it's
was.
kind of funny because even JPY, even their news is always tentative. You never know what time to expect their news.
Look at this.
Nick, chime in. You're good with GJ.
Yeah, that's what was this? This was 20 pips, see?
I mean, structure broke in my eyes right there. I mean,
Yeah, it did, yeah.
it was consolidating and it broke all those higher highs, lower highs, everything. So, 2 candles.
Yeah, it's yeah, this thing's buying, man. Yeah, I took a buy on this thing. Let me see how it's gonna ride. This looks like a buy to me. I'm gonna jump in just for a buy and see where it's gonna ride at. Let's see if I just see what it does here.
Looks like there was high London
took a
news
buy.
at 10 to 8.
Yeah, I took
That's
a buy
where
on
that's coming
this.
from. So,
Yeah. Let's see what it does. Where's my entry? 153, 199. $53, 199. Let's see. 153, 163.199. That's just on that candle right there. And where's 10 pips at here? Let's see. From here to here. Top of this.
I mean, GJ likes zones and it just broke through what 2 good zones. So
Yeah. Where's this?
it's going to keep going up, I think.
164. 163.
It broke structure, it broke zones, it broke order blocks, it broke everything.
Yeah, it did. 53. Might not make it that high. Might be stuck right there. Okay. 63. Okay. Oh, it's still a big profit. 63. Let's see what it does. Let's see if I'll get 10 pips and let it ride till at 9 o'clock. Let's see what happens. Yeah, well, if it goes to 155, that'd be nice. Let's see, that'd be cool if it goes to 155, right? Bounce off his FEG, so that's good, right? Let's see. this definitely was entry here, man. That was entry.
Did you take that long or short?
I took it long and see it's
If you look at that huge candle on the 5 minute, it never broke out of the original trap box.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see that. Good catch.
Those traps are nasty, man.
yeah, it looks like it's
Chop
just
you up.
choppy. Yeah, this is choppy market here though. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a no man's land now.
See,
man.
that's why we got 35 set of eyes, 40 set of eyes on this now. So I totally missed
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, I
Good
didn't see that.
catch.
I kept seeing that candle go up and I was dying to get in, but honestly, it never broke out of my trap box.
Yeah, I totally missed that.
Oh, 3%.
We got 41 set of eyes, and we still all missed these moves.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be forceful. I know we only have one cheap here, so
With
I
this
try
one
not
here,
to say anything, but I'm trading on the 1 minute chart
Yeah,
because I'm a
that's-
scalper and a day trader. So I am trading.
yeah, this is a good move right here. This was a good move too. This was what I was saying earlier. With this the cross here and went down. So a 1 minute time frame is good to scalp. These are 10 pips moves both ways. Yeah, made this move. Now it's consolidating again. See, there's a lot of things you could take consideration that never work out of here, but on the 1 minute time frame, you can scalp and get, you just got to be using high lot sizes because it's giving you 12, well, 15, 20 pips. That's all you need really.
Yeah, I'm just going by the form that you gave us. So I think we're on 0.12 lot size now. So I'm just
Yeah.
using those.
This was a good move right here. I have no issues with that. And this move here was a good move also, even though it didn't, because this is like this. This is really you're scalping in a really tight box. And that's what scalping is. It's just 10, 15 pips. That's what this is. That's like a tight box, man. Those are still good trades in a tight box.
Okay, you want to get up here? You can. Come on. Come on. I'm going to go get Hannah in a minute.
Now the bitch is consolidating again.
Okay.
This higher time is here. It's bouncing on that. It's bouncing on this level right here, boy, big time.
And then GJ does that. It makes that huge move and falls asleep.
Kelly girl. No, I'm not doing it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think you're.
I just got in on that one.
This cell here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, because there's a gap to the downside on the 1 minute. But again, I'm used to trading 1 minute and I confluence with the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, hourly. And I just make sure my trend is still there throughout those time frames. But I
Yeah,
enter on
saw that in 1 minute too.
Yeah, looks like it's trying to do another cell here. I mean, basically trading in between these two zones here.
I only got 4 on that.
Yeah, I think there is a bigger move to come because if you look
Yeah,
at
this is tight,
the
man.
15 minutes, and I trade with the Bollinger Bands,
This is
it's
tight
already finding support
box.
from the 15. But if it breaks those levels, those lows, there's going to be a bigger move to the downside if that's where it goes, or there's going to be a bigger move to the upside. Like you said, it's right there in the middle. But because that's how I trade scalp like anyway. It's it's a little bit easier for me because I'm trained to look at the smaller time frames and I get in and out because I'm making sure I'm not getting in at resistance or support depending on which direction I'm going in on the 5 minute and the 15 minute and the 30 minute to see where I am. So that's just how I trade.
None of all that.
Can you explain a little bit more how that ADD works? Because I'm really interested in that.
I went I posted some YouTube videos on my thing. That kind of went in depth. There's some good ones in there that go in depth.
I actually went over your video on YouTube today on the ADD. You did an entire one on the ADD on YouTube, and it was very interesting. I got my settings and everything to work.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. The ADD, yeah, I went into some serious like a couple of videos, YouTube. I break it down. See, this type of trading is it's frustrating for me because it moves slow. So you know, like, okay, well, and it's you're looking for bigger moves. So even though NAS is, you know, I trade on the 15 and the 5, but it moves faster. But you know,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
lot
the
of
problem with the Asian market, though. That's my dilemma because I work 9 to 5.
that's
I
yeah,
have to trade
right,
Asian market, and it sucks.
right,
But I don't.
yeah,
I mean, I'm in front and not in front of a computer, in and out all day, in meetings and on the road and stuff. So, I
yeah,
mean, I really have no choice. That's my problem. I
yeah.
wish I
That's
could
kind of
trade
yeah,
New York market 9 to 11 every day. That'd be awesome.
yeah. That's kind of why I did. So there's some good things and some tough things about trading on doing this. And you see that there's going to be many challenges in doing a challenge like this because, you know, you're looking at this little box here and you got everyone looking at it. And like I said, it's trading in the box. So to me, on the ADD, this would be considered ranging. So I probably would have traded it, but you know, like the other person said, you got some scalps here, which and you always revise your plan. So I mean, has been some good moves in here that we could have taken. You know, but I still feel that GJ is going to do a move outside this little box area, and it might be after 9 o'clock. Who knows? And somebody might catch it. So even though I think some people will get a trade here and there and win, and another, like I said, the other person is trading, right? And she's got some other things here and there. So I think like it is a win-win situation because you can see, okay, like David caught this box here, so that was a box on the 5-minute time frame that never really broke out. So we're trading between these two zones here currently right now. So it's kind of a tricky thing because you really are trading support resistance, even though you had this big candle here and whatnot. So I mean, DJ's going to do some weird things. You know, but I still think there's a big move that's coming because even though it broke out, it kind of retested the 61.8. It's working up here. It's really playing on this. It's playing the support right here. So it's really consolidating if you think about it, even on the higher time frames. Even though you can get in and get out of the market, you know, this is really a consolidation box right here. If you think about it, right here, it's a consolidation box. So I mean, even when it breaks out of this consolidation box,
I mean, it looks like
there's
a
going to be
pennant to
some
me.
movement.
I mean, depends on how you want to look at it. That's where we got 41 eyes on here.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, there's some things look good. Yeah, you're right. It is like a pennant, though, right? See? So it's going to be a breakout, and I think this breakout is going to come probably later in the night for a major move. But it is to be said that you could get, you know, some pips out of here, 10, 11, whatever. I mean, these moves did give us. This gave us 12, 13. This was 20. So that candle's a weird candle, and it didn't. I didn't see that coming. But you know. So out of curiosity, who took in those trades to sell or buy?
Yeah, I did. Lucretia.
I know Lucretia did.
I just got 4
Man, I'm
pips
having
on that one
problems.
move.
I got a new phone and now my Google Authenticator and everything's all messed up. Don't get a new phone. That's all I got to say to any trader on the line right now. Or keep your old phone.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you look at these type of trades, you can say, well, I would have entered this trade because I didn't see any movement on it. But then other people say, well, I traded on a 1 minute time frame, so you know, you get scalps here and there, which is fine. I mean, there's no wrong way to do it. And you know, you get to the point where, I mean, another person said they were on trade 8. Well, maybe they've taken multiple trades on certain days, you know, that they saw. Maybe they wasn't waiting for everyone else. They saw a move. Maybe they wouldn't see that move without being on this call. Maybe they saw it without being. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff to consider, you know. See, this is breaking out of this little zone here. So this
Yeah,
is
it
this is
is
like a
major.
Yeah,
scalping
because on
market.
the 1 minute, and my charting is on MT4. So on MT4, it shows you there's a gap to the downside. So most likely 90% chance for it to go to fill that gap. It's going to play around, and that's what it's been doing, playing around, because market makers know and see the same things we are, and they already know that there's limit orders in. When this gap, you know, people have put limit orders in at the price this gap is. So it's going to play around here. That's why I say I know it's going to be bigger moves, but I had been playing the moves in between because just how I trade normally. But again, I think it's a good practice to be patient and wait for the correct setup. And it's not, you know, to the fault of anybody. Like you said, there's different ways of trading. There's 100 ways to skin a cat or whatever. I know that's not a good term, but I'm just saying everybody can do this a little bit differently. You need to, if there's new people here, we all need to keep the practice of waiting on a setup and being patient. So,
Well, it's definitely playing on the 61.8 level here. So it seems to be choppy in between here and here. So it's like when they was at Tradera or Epic, whatever, they said, you know, you could trade support or resistance. So you could literally have traded from here to here. I mean, and got away with that. And then, you know, went on about your day. See, that's like a 20,
I
that's
think
like a 30
I
pip move.
might, because I haven't lost a trade today, and I'm not trying to be boastful or have euphoria like Mark Douglas would say, but I think I might be done for the day unless I see, that bigger move coming in, because down the 1 minute that gap did get filled slightly with the wick, so that's weaker. On the higher time frames on the 1 hour, if you notice, there is liquidity candles back that still need to be retraced, but the price action hasn't been able to stay down. It made a double bottom a while back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 hours ago, and it didn't get back down there with pricing. So it's going to be the bigger move is going to happen later, like you were saying, most likely, because it's just chopping around right now.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bigger move later. I mean, it's nothing really wrong with taking a scalp on those moves. It's nothing really wrong with not taking a move where you want to see a move happen versus rush to get a move. It's definitely playing around on that level right there, boy. It came back to retest that level, the same level that was over there on our buy.
Because if it breaks that level on the 5 minute, because if you look at price action on the 5 minute, if we get below that level, it's a waterfall. There's no support to the left to hold price.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's
Except
what
for
it
this
is, and
area here.
market makers know we're all waiting on that.
Yeah, except for
And
this
so
area
it
right
could
here.
reverse to the upside and snatch everybody's edges.
Yeah, the only
And there's
concern I
a
would
few
have.
SDGs up there on the upside on the 1 minute.
Yeah, only area I would be concerned is this one here. because it's played around 61.8. It hasn't broken it since here. Okay. So it's here over here. So it's like you just get a little pips in here and then just go from there, I guess. This thing, man, damn.
Like you
That's
said, put a limit order in or something like that
serious
after
bearish
that
candle right
price
there.
action.
Yeah,
A
that's
price action. Yeah.
That's a serious bearish candle right there, boy. Damn. Look at that. This thing about to drop, man. Oh, he's just trying hard not to anyway. Damn, look at that. Ooh, it's a hardcore candle there, boy.
It's got a couple of gaps to close to the upside and then come down.
Yeah, trading Nas and this is like two different zones, man.
Yeah, the Autobahn and the slow lane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, the goal for this is for somebody to win. I mean, if I don't win, then I don't win. Somebody else wins, that's good. We all want to
We're
win, but
all
as long
winning.
as somebody winning,
We're all
you
winning.
know,
Mhm.
you find out what's going on with the trade, take it. Like I said, if you see a setup, man, take it, man. You don't have to wait on this guy or that guy or the Joneses. If you see a setup, I mean, we all say setup, take it. You know, you go from there. I do like this setup though. And then you can throw another rule, and you always get to edit the rules. You know, we always editing the rules. But okay, well, if you enter, I think like we said, into the 1 minute time frame, and then you can find some scalps. See, now it's breaking this level here. Look at that. And it's actually okay. It's okay to run this on different accounts. You don't have to run it on one.
You're in this short, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in the short.
Yep.
I'm in the short. Yes, I am.
Finally, the breakout.
Yeah, I'm in the short.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Come on.
Dipping right into an order block on the 30-minute.
Yeah, I'm in the short. So yeah, excuse me, I took a short on this.
Yeah,
Let's
me
see.
too. And
I took a
I'm
short on
already
this.
out. I'm done for the night actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the short. Let's see what we got. This was a nice short here.
Mm-hmm.
So you got you got the higher high, you got the self signal, you got the EMAs crossing, it broke 2 trend lines. I mean, I don't know probably what else we could say about that.
Yep, this is nice. Going well.
All right, so this needs to go down to 23.6 then. Hold up. Oh, what are you doing here, buddy? Lock this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, it's a good idea to have the JPY basket. And I wasn't thinking about that.
Yep.
Probably add that to the thing. Okay. So I guess there's some other rules that we can put in here. We could have the JPY basket here, looking at it like a man said. We could do the 1 minute time frame to get the pips like Lucretia said. Lucretia, excuse me. I want to murder your name. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's good. So whoever won a trade Anytime you win a trade, drop it in the chat group.
I didn't have time to snapshot that.
No, and your NT4. When you win on your NT4 after the trade's done, you can take a snapshot of it. Oh, that was nice.
Mhm. There it goes again.
Yeah. So some people won. That's good.
Mhm.
Long as you leave in a better, long as we leave in a better place than we came, then that's all you can ask for. No matter what it is. If you won, if you came into the program, if you came into the room or the area or the spaceship, whatever else, and you left in a better position,
To the
then you
spaceship.
won. Yeah, spaceship. Yeah. If you went to Mars and came back and you found something that you didn't know about, you learned something, then you walk away. As long as you can walk away with something, then then you've won.
This trading game, I learn something new almost every day. It's like,
Right?
man, that's an important piece of the puzzle that we should have known a year ago.
Yeah. So
It's just amazing to me
Every day is a new
how
puzzle
so
piece coming,
segmented
right?
this is.
So I do like what this considered. Like I said earlier, we had 41 eyes on it, but there was another piece on here that maybe I wasn't looking at, that I wasn't following the same old rules, because on a 1 minute time frame, like Lucretia said, this was 1, 2, there was 3 moves right there we could have had. Now again, it's the past, we get that, but now we can see how things look up, whatnot, based on what we have here. So on a 10 pip challenge, that's the whole part of scalping, because now it's going to be even more tighter, because they're going to be moving stop losses up. We're still, I'm still using 0.5 and 0.6, 0.7, that type of thing. When you start using 0.20, 0.2, I mean 2.0, 1.0, then these moves are really going to are crucial. That's why it's kind of like, you can still scalp, which is good, but then when you move your lot sizes up, your mentality is going to have to change, and you'll see that when you start scalping with 2 lot size, that type of thing. But this is good, a good setup. The 2 good setups. The one that came out of the breakout, like you said, then it hit this. So there's a lot of good things in here, a lot of positivity
Yeah,
on
this
this.
last move was a nice move. The first
Yeah.
move, that big candle was great, except for it was
Right.
still in the box of doom.
Okay. So I think, like, every time you trade a day, like, some people can say they traded, but what was the lesson learned? Every trade you do, what was the lesson learned that we learned from this trade here? I'm saying.
Even with 40 eyes on a trade, we still all missed a few.
Okay, so look at that.
Like you said, there's easy 2 or 3 trade 10 pip runs right there on the 1 minute that we all missed.
Okay, so okay, so we see that we missed that. I mean, I haven't missed it. But I said patience is the key. So let's see how we can catch it next time, because the move between 7 and 7:15, whatever time I got on here, that and now is 3 moves. We clearly see we had 3 moves, and they were well close 10
Look at
pips.
the retracement that's happening right now in the drop. That's happening right now as we talk.
Yeah, now it's at 30.2. So what we could possibly do is keep the JPY basket on 3 minute time frame, keep this on a 1 minute time frame, and keep maybe another graph on the 5 minute time frame, and look, because even at that box, even though we were looking at that box, this one here, but 5 minute, but up here, it never broke out of that box. It wicked all the way up here, but this is another nice little candle here to the downside, because that's an exhaustion candle on the 15. So that that could have been, that would have been evident over here on these trades over here. Like,
And quite honestly, look at it on the 1 hour, it's still in a trap.
so this is where the mentality has to be consensus. You're in the trap. Do you bother, or do you go to the 1 minute time frame and you do your analysis there, and you get the little 10 pips on the little crumbs that they're giving out on a 1 minute time frame, versus, okay, we're working for this big move, because the big move is going to happen, but you know, this is 10 here, 10, how many pips is this? This clearly was the move of the night. That's 36 pips right there. That's clearly the move of the night.
And that's why I consistently kept saying the 1 minute, but I don't want to intrude on how you're teaching, because again, I'm here to get out of that kind of, you know, quick scalp
not
in and
teaching.
scalp out.
Well,
It's-
the
it's-
thing,
We're
Go
all
ahead.
talking. It's just talk, say it. If you see it on the 1 minute, you gotta say it. That's.
Yeah,
this is-
I said it like 4 times.
I
kept
heard
saying
you.
the
I
1
was
minute,
on the 1 minute.
minute.
I heard you.
oh, I don't know.
I posted my chart, because the way I trade, I have a 1 minute up, I have a 5 minute up, I have a 15 minute up. Then I go from the 15, when the support is met or whatever has been broken, I go to the 30 minute, then I go to the hour, but I make sure that my 15 and my hourly are trending in the same place. I enter on the 1 minute, I watch it between the 1 minute and the 5 minute, because I'm a scalper. But if we're trying to catch bigger moves, like Jay is great at doing, and I think it'd be, you know, beneficial to the whole group. It's just right now we're just trying to get 10 pips, and we at least can get in the trade and then make the decision if we want to get out or stay in.
That's the challenge of doing it, but I agree with you.
I
So
agree.
I agree with you. So, and everybody, I mean, yeah, it's just not really teaching, it's just trading, but like, I think I heard you. I don't know. I can't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, I heard her. I always have a 1 minute up for this stuff anyway.
So I'll do a 1 over here. I'll do a 5 and 15 over here. And I'll have a JV basket over here on the 3 or something. And then we'll see where the moves are and then kind of go from there.
And then I think, like you pointed out before, Jay, about that crossover, right? That crossover helps too, because we can clearly see the crossover on the 1 minute to enter the trade, and then monitor to the crossover all the way through each time frame. It doesn't matter which, you know, indicator you use, it should be consistent throughout the time frames.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we have to keep it simple when there's so many people trying to do it at one time. The you know, that's why I put KISS on that one post I had. That means keep it simple, silly. I know there's another word for it, but I don't say that word. But keep it simple, and
Keep it simple, yeah.
Keep it simple for success is what I say.
Yeah. No, I'm down with that.
Yep.
I'm down. This was, like I said, this was a good move right here. I'm down with that. That's a good consensus. You know, 1 5, 1 5 15, and then keep this over here and then see what happens. This was definitely a move to the downside because it did everything it needed to do.
Then that's market structure, right? There
exactly.
you go. You got the markup, you got the distribution, and then the markdown.
No, it did. You're right. It had that big candle and they filled it. I have no complaints about that. I have 0 complaints about that. That's good. That's good. I definitely agree with that. In fact, no, I agree with that big time. So I'm good with that, and I'm good with starting. I mean, well, we know this started, but then kind of go to rules. But bring up 1 5, 1 5 and 15, and then when we get the move, like I said, you said that move that was there here. You saw it. So if someone sees that, I don't know. I was looking at it, I saw it. Like I said, sometimes you don't see it, but if somebody sees that, then you could interrupt and say, yo, This is moving now. You don't have to. There's no none of chief of the Indian type thing. This is a free a freedom, a free
A freedom of
form to speak.
speech.
If you see a move, 'cause sometimes I like to teach. Sometimes I go off the rail sometime, and talk here and there, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, when I trade by myself, like I was telling Devin and a few other people, then I just focus on what I'm looking at. So sometimes I get here, you have a bunch of people, they want to look at the various things, whatnot. So sometimes, we get the other pairs, so we have one pair, but we saw that move right there. So that means that we came from a better place, that we had 3 pairs, then we had 1 pair. So I said, the other gentleman said, we have 40 eyes on this and we missed it. Well, look at what we have here. So I looked at those rules before, but now, I wasn't really using the JPY basket. And another gentleman here was explaining it about how it's kind of going opposite whatever else you can see. But this clearly with the move right here. I mean, it kind of sad because I even saw it when it broke the 2 trend lines. I saw it because I'm going to check it out, but it actually came back in here, closed below this little trend line here. So this really was the move here. This was once it created this FPG here at 8 o'clock. That was the move down. So
I don't
I
think the
totally agree.
downside moves over yet. That's a pennant right there, building
Yeah, I agree with
on
that.
the 1. If you look at the 15, it's building lower highs. And if you look at the 5, man, that's a retest.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Exactly.
hit and
That's
it's
why I
gonna bounce
trade.
back down to the
Yep.
downside. And if you look at JPY basket too, I mean it's a confluence right there. It's showing the same thing.
So this is going to be the template to trade this challenge moving forward. I'll do that. Because this is a good move. This is a good move here. A nice move. It was at the top of the channel
On
and it
that
went all the
9
way down.
o'clock candle in 15 minutes, we're gonna see another big move. I have a feeling to the downside. I mean, look at all the confluence. They're all starting to match up on all 1, 5, and 15 and JPY basket.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at 8:45 right now, so 15 minutes, that 9 o'clock candle. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's good. So I recorded this. But let's see what time tomorrow. 7 o'clock. So that's good. That's good. That's one though, but that's good. That was good. You have to adjust your trading schedules and strategies to fit what this is. So we now have one pair, and we've got these little confluences that we can use to see. So I did take a sell on one of these pairs in this move here someplace. I know that much, but this is good. That's good. You can see why we took this sell, or why you should have taken the sell, even though you had this big pump up to here. But again, this higher high right there, got the sell signal. So all these things are still in play. So somebody that I'm working with later today, that's why I got to bounce, wants me to go over setting up indicators I use, sniper interest and exits, clear sign of when to close out a bad trade, what balance they can start with $2 a day, and what's the best settings for a trade manager. It's pretty deep, right?
So when you're hanging up from here, you're going to teach a whole session?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
for about an hour. And I gotta hit the streets.
Busy guy.
Might come back from London though, maybe.
Geez, it took everything for me to stay awake for this.
Yeah, it's tough.
London is just hard.
London's hard if you don't see no moves. And then I realized that the moves come in London from not 3 o'clock automatically all the time, sometimes they do. But then the problem with DJ is that when it's doing this type of thing, and it's not really moving, then you gotta stay up to 4:30. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes the move breaks out. Sometimes it doesn't. Like this one here, right? Looks like it's trying to do something else again here, but looks like it moves between 7 and 9. But New York is so beautiful that if you trade GJ, you can trade GJ from 9 to 5, and you're gonna get some nice movement anywhere in there. If you're,
Yeah.
you know, and you're already up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The Asian sessions are just, you know, it's slow, but it does move. And you see, we saw it move here. It's trying to go back up now a little bit, but it's still still in a downtrend. So, you know, we're mindful of that. Really, it's hitting the top of this trend again now, top of the channel a little bit. But it did give a nice little downtrend, so that was good. So I'm good with this method here. Like I said, I like to get bigger moves. I was thinking, because I was doing the New York Zoom every day, but I was telling one of my colleagues that I can't do that every day.
Yeah, you need time to concentrate because that's like your bread, that's
Yeah.
like your big, you need time to make sure that you're good. And then,
So-
so you can pour into other people. So you need to be good because if you don't have a good session, then you're not going to be able to pour into others well. So you need to be able to have some time for you to trade, concentrate, and, and then you can pour in.
Yeah, I mean, when I trade nods, like I said, today was a perfect day because it opened up. I can't say where it's opened up. Oh, these Nadira ones are different for each pair. You know what I'm saying? This is what I use. You can look at this here. That's what my man told me to use. You can screenshot that. This is on this one here. See, I'm trying to trade this Nas. I'm still waiting. Nas is still pushing up a little bit, but this is what I'm using for this wrinkle brick here. Here, 87.5. That's the traditional right there. So wrinkle brick size is this traditional. The other ones I'm playing around with. Remember, you got to play around with some your settings. You know what I'm saying? So you can do. Sometimes this computer's jacked up, man. Does not want to. I took that out.
So I got a question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
For a person that works 9 to 5 and has no choice to either trade Asian market or London, but has to get sleep at some point to work his 9 to 5 job, I mean, I really have no choice but to trade in the slow moving Asian session. Do you
Which
have
is
any
fine.
pointers or any?
Not to cut you off, but I if it was me, I would trade the London. I would nap, take, sleep when you get off, and then wake up for the London session. Of course, a little bit early because you can catch some moves before actual London, but you're most often, not always, like Jay was saying, you're going to get some action, some movement right at London Open. Within the, first 3 to 15 minutes, you're going to get a move. So you need to be already preparing yourself for that, depending on what you're trading. Like, the NAS and SPX, the indices, they move pretty well in that time. And then USD/JPY moves really well as also. So that's what I would do. As far as risk reward, what you're risking to reward, I would trade the London session, but that's just my opinion. If you can't trade New York.
What I did was, and this is where you have to, I agree with you on that. This is what you have to be okay with your sleep schedules, because you'll get burned if you don't. So if you work 9 to 5, there's what I call 9 to 5 setups. So you can't trade New York. Okay. So you mark your charts up as if you were going to trade New York, and then you have levels set up so you can see where Asia, because Asia's gonna be a breakout. So if you can catch Asia, you could do Asia to London from 2 to 4. So if you working, what I did was, and again, you're gonna have to decide which sleep cycles you get, because you can't do. I don't know about you, but I personally got burned out when I tried to do London from 2 to 5, 2 to 4:30 every day, and then I did Asia or slept through Asia, whatever else, and I went to New York when I went to work. When I went to New York, I was dragging ass. So I was dragging ass so bad that when I got home, I slept, and I was so sluggish, because you can't be sluggish when trading. So you have to like, okay, work 9 to 5 and have your chart set up, whatever else. And you can look at the charts and see what's going on. You can monitor them, but you can't really monitor a trade when you're at work because you got to do work. So when you get off work, you go back, take a little nap, whatever else, and you relax 5 o'clock and see what's going on in the market. Just kind of look at it. And then your peak hours are from 2 to 4. Peak hours could be 1 to 3:30 because 4, you got to get some sleep unless you're working from home. If you're working from home, it's different. You just wake up out of your bed, go to work. But if you got to drive
So
into
I
the
gotta go to
office,
bed at like 9:30, get up at 1, trade from 2
1
to
to 3,
4,
2
to go
to, I
back
say
to
1 to
bed,
3.
and then be up by 7, be at work at 8.
So what you work 8 to 5?
It's
What time do you work?
crazy. I got 3 kids, man. It's tough.
It's
There's
tough. Yeah, it's tough.
softball,
Yeah, it's tough.
gymnastics.
Yeah, it's
My
tough.
girl's on the USA gymnastics team, and it's crazy.
I feel for you, man. It's tough. So I think you just gotta,
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
think,
definitely
yeah,
easier said than done. Talking about
yeah,
going to
yeah,
bed at
right,
9 o'clock, and you talking about having children to look after.
yeah, well, definitely.
Yo, I got some advice. If you not trying to like, alter your sleep schedule and all of that, then you could just become a swing trader. You just take, your risk and everything will be large in terms of pips, but you just drop your lot sizes down, and you don't zoom in on the markets to see those to minimize your risk pip wise, but you could still be, risking 50, 60 pips, 50 to 60 pips and looking for setups to pan out over a couple of days, like for the entire week. You will probably still see the same progress. It will fit your style more.
Hmm.
That would just be my advice.
Yeah, that's good advice, man. Thanks. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, definitely that. And man, if you, I don't know what your experience is with trading or whatnot, but mark your charts up, man. Set your boxing your FBGs, and then just set alerts if you have trading view. That way, you're not focused on the chart all day at all. You just once that
Yeah,
alert hit, glance at the chart. Does it give me what I'm looking for? All right, go in and go about your business. Just be okay with whatever your stop loss.
facts. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
really just start setting limits and everything on your orders, bro, instead of just
Mm-hmm.
execute. I trade like that as a day trader, though, to be honest with you.
yeah,
So that's how I would go about it.
yeah. I think whatever fits how you schedule it, but as long as you can get some sleep, that's the most
Yeah, you
important part
definitely
is
need sleep.
sleep. You gotta get sleep, and you gotta
Yes.
be, if you have family and stuff, you gotta be, attentive to those needs, bro. So I would just try to sleep when, when people, I guess when 1 to 3 to me would be the perfect way to trade. If you had to be up at 7 o'clock, so you got 4 hours of sleep. If you could, because you're gonna be taking nap cycles. So if you can take 3-4 hours before 1 o'clock, then you'll be refreshed for that
Mm-hmm.
time, 1 to 3, and then because I mean you're gonna catch some moves. You're gonna catch some moves on the 2 hour gap there. I mean, pushing the 4 is hard because you're getting at 7 o'clock. That's hard to do, man. I
Right.
know that's hard to
I
do,
agree.
but you can catch some moves 1 to 3, even if you were following these little rules here. I mean, if you just had, like Lucretia saying, you had 4 charts here, and you saw we caught some moves in London, you'll catch some moves between 1 and 3 because London, Asia is closing out, and then the Asian breakout is at 2 o'clock. So there is some movement between 2 and 3 before London opened up. You can get some moves, and you could back test that. Like on the Sunday, you can just go back, open up a chart, and go back and check that. Or as Debbie said, you can when the market opens up, see what you can do here. Also, is you can come over here to 1 hour time frame, right? And you can come the 1 hour time frame, right? So you come to 1 hour time frame, and you can mark up your chart with that Sunday candle when it opens up. Sometimes I do that because you're putting a like, let me take off these indicators for a second. You can keep those on there, but let me see these other ones here. So you could do is, what was that? That was the 7th, right?
You can either
This-
mark your Sunday candle or you can mark your 3 a.m. candle. And
Or
whichever way it breaks out.
you can do 8 hour time frame. 8 hour time frame is for the 9 to 5 guy. An 8 hour time frame is for the 9 to 5 guy because it's what 9, 5, and 1. See that? So what you could do is, what was this? This is the 7th. The 7th was what? August 7th was here. 7th. Where's the 7th at? Right here. Oh, we have it here. 8th. 8-hour time frame. Well, see, this is let me go back to regular candles here for a second. That's what I kind of do, right? So 8-hour time frame is where. So it's right here, right? So that's the this is the 8-hour time frame here. So the market opened up right here. We've been in the market open up for 32 hours, right? Because it's Monday. So you could do, if you want to, you could put this, you could put it right here, boom, and you can put one right here, boom. Right? That's when that's the 8-hour candle, right? That's the first 8-hour candle. See that? The first 8-hour candle is this, right? So you see that it's doing what? It's bouncing in between these two levels here, right? See that? So each you got the 8-hour candle here and the 8-hour candle here. If you was going to do it higher time frames, like the man said was scalping, actually, what candle is that? This candle right here is the 8 o'clock candle. The first candle that opened up, the first 8-hour candle right here. See that? This one right here. So right here, right there, and right here. So what you could do if you wanted to is just box that up, right, and call this a zone, right? It's going to have to break out of the zone sooner or later, right? What do you think? So you can do this here, right, on the 8-hour time frame. Boom, do that, and then once you got that box up like this, right, then what you could do is you can lock it up, and then you can come down to the lower time frames with the 4-hour time frame, see what's going on, and then you can come back at 2 o'clock to see exactly what's happening. So if you go down to the 1-hour time frame, all right, now you have all this. You see, it's been consolidating, right, in that zone. So even if you was coming in, let's say you traded from 1 to 3, right? So that's 5 o'clock. This one opened up. Here's here's 1 o'clock right there. 1 o'clock right there, right? So if you trade in 1 to 3, right? 1 to 3 is here, right? You could have caught this move right here, right? See this little move right here? You could have caught that. This would have been, you'd have easily caught this. That'd have been what, 30 pips right there to that. So that's
Why would he have caught that if you're telling him that's the box and it's got to break out of the box, though? You know?
because if you jump it down to the lower time frames and scalping
Oh
this
yeah,
thing,
yeah, I see what you're
I'm
saying.
saying. So what I'm saying is I'm doing multi-time frame analysis. I'm coming to the 8-hour time frame, right? And I'm moving down the list down here to where we get to Lucretia's point, 15 down here, and then you get down to the 1-minute time frame, and you see in that zone that we have right there, you would have got some pips. See?
Wow, that's
You see that?
totally amazing, man. You're blowing my mind right now,
See
bro.
that? You see? Now look at where you were right
Love
here.
it.
This was a zone right here. See that little zone right there? Right? That's the breakout, right? That's 1 o'clock, right? 1 o'clock, and could have took it all the way up. Actually, this was a little this would have been, because this is the 8-hour time frame, right? So you would have, and then you could have had your, support if this is here, up here somewhere, you'd have a zone right there, right? And a zone right here, and you would have got in right here, boom. Right? This is 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock, you're up. So you hitting resistance and boom, you would have gotten this tip right here and take it all the way up to here, or up to here, depending on where you got. But if you're in the 1 or 3 zone right there, see that's 1 or 3 o'clock right there. So you would have taken this trade from
And on
here.
the 8-hour time frame, that's quite a bit of pips, right?
Right. That's 36 pips. That's what we had it earlier. See, that's the zone right there. Remember, this is the zone. See that zone right there? That's the zone that you're in. So you can box up the first 2 candles. That's the first. That candle right there is the first 5 to 1 o'clock candle. 5 for Sunday to 1, and then once you have this, then you just keep breaking it down, and then you already have it boxed up now, right? So let's say you were going to trade tonight at 1 o'clock. What would you be at? Well, look what's going to happen. You're going to set your stuff up 1 o'clock, right? 1 o'clock's going to roll over here. All right. So this is we're the 8th, right? So we're going into the night, right? Into the night. So it's into the night. We're right here. Here's 1 o'clock. Boom, right there, right? All right. So you can kind of see what's happening, right? You see what's going on 1 to 3, right? So then you can plan your day and say, okay, I'm gonna get some pips in this area right here. Boom, right there, 3 o'clock. Boom, and then I just do Lucretia. You jump down to the, call it Lucretia strategy. You come down to look, call the Lucretia strategy, right? And see where you're at. Look where you're at. Look, boom. So you're in this zone here, right? So you just wait. You wait till this guy comes out of the zone here. You wait. Right. Boom. You wait, and then so you can go to actually I'm gonna get this call now, but you can go to the call right now. Boom. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna wait till I'm gonna freak the strategy that Lucretia say, boom, come here, and then wait to see. This is a zone here. This is a what is this? This is a a that's a 65 pip zone, right? If it comes up here, then you can take it down. You see, it broke through here, but it came back and retested. See, you got all this. Look at all this price action right there. Look at that. So you're gonna find a trade in this zone here. Right in here, you'll find a trade. This is your area right here. You'll find a trade right in here. This right here is your area right here. Boom. You're gonna find a trade in here. I guarantee you. On the 1 minute time frame, you jump down to 1 minute time frame, you're gonna find an area. You're gonna find a trade in there, man. I'm saying, look at that. That's your zone right there, right? That's the 8-hour time frame, 55 pip zone. That's how I would trade 9 to 5 if you had to do it. If you do that, that's a good starting point. You'll get 20 pips, 10 pips based on that. As long as we're following, you know, the rules that we all have instituted here, which, you know, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Any questions on that?
No, thank you so much for the amazing breakdown, bro.
You got it, man. All right, well, other than that, I'm gonna bounce, and I'll be here tomorrow at 7:15. Something.
Yeah, I really
Sounds
appreciate it,
good.
John.
Thank
Man.
you.
That was
Yeah.
some good stuff too.
Yeah, I recorded
Good
this, and
stuff,
I recorded it, and I'll shoot it up to the video and let you check it out. But like I said, we always learn something. I like to teach, to learn, share knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So
Thanks, Jay. Have a great night.
you too. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Good stuff,
everyone.
Lucretia. This
Y'all
is
have a
Lucretia
good one.
method. All right, later.
Let's get it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.